All right. All right, guys. Last category, we have men's wrestler of the year. We have Gunther, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Adam Hangman Page. So, number 5, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. Actually, no. I'm going to go with Hangman Page. Hangman, I'm not the biggest AEW guy, but I loved Hangman's redemption story. I really did. I thought it was strange that he dropped the title so quickly, so I'm docking points for that. But Hangman comes in at my number 5. Seth Rollins pulled off another heist of the century at SummerSlam. The matches that he had, the WrestleMania main event he had, the stuff with Paul Heyman, I thought was really good. It's a shame that he gets hurt and a lot of the WrestleMania plans aren't going to fall into place like they were originally supposed to. But Seth Rollins had an amazing year in 2025, won Money in the Bank for the second time, and was able to give us, again, one of the biggest moments of the year, but cashing in Money in the Bank after he was assumably hurt. And we kept saying, like, all right, what's his injury? Like, anytime an injury happens in WWE, you hear about Dr. James Andrews or some kind of surgery. We didn't hear that about Seth. We never really necessarily knew what the injury was. We just know he's on crutches. And Paul Heyman throwing up the caveat of he has a year to cash this in. And it's like, he's right. Because nobody ever said they're going to cash it in a year or really make that. Nobody really makes that vocal except Mr. Kennedy. When Mr. Kennedy won it, he was going to cash in at WrestleMania, but the quote unquote injury happened, misdiagnosed, and he had to give the money to make briefcase. So we don't know where that actually was going to happen or not. But Seth Rollins, fantastic year in 2025. So Seth Rollins is my number 4. Number 3, I'm going with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, good year, King of the Ring. He had the stuff with Cena as well. Number 2, I'm actually going to go. Number 2, I'm going to go with CM Punk. CM Punk, great 2025. Can't take nothing away from him. The match with the WrestleMania main event was great. The small feud with Cena was good for what it was. Not much to go off of. His feud with Gunther, not a lot to go off of. But the stuff that kept him going was the Seth stuff. And the stuff with Seth, I thought was really good. That it is our feud of the year. And with the injury, Punk does get his validation and becomes the heavyweight champion of the world for the second time this year. He also did beat Gunther before the cash-in actually happened. So CM Punk is my number 2. And number 1, it snuck up on me, but Gunther's number 1. When it comes to Gunther, he had a quietly amazing year because the way Triple H books things, you forget about Gunther a lot. And I forgot about the whole Goldberg thing because I can care less about fucking Bill Goldberg. But Gunther retired Goldberg and retired John Cena at the end of the year, as I said, which was complete shit. The match was terrible. Not sure what they're going for, but the match was not good. And I don't think it played out any way that anybody thought it would be. I think everybody was assuming that it would be Sting last match quality, but it wasn't. And even his reigns as world champion, great. They're fun. Like everybody says, like when you have the world championship, well, you have that version of the title, the heavyweight championship of the world. It can be seen as like a super IC title or a mid card title. But Gunther, he had his moments, but he needs the opponents to face so it doesn't come off and feel that way. And in 2026, I think he's being prime position because like the heel he gets now is fantastic. You know, since he tapped out John Cena, the heel he gets is great. And I think that early prediction I have, like he might win the Royal Rumble match because all this heat he's getting, he's easily becoming the biggest heel in the company. And when you're the biggest heel, what do you get? A push and the biggest reaction. And the crowd wants to see you lose. And Gunther is somebody that everybody is loving to hate and seems to be in the position to become the next biggest heel in the company. So Gunther is the 2025 Wrestler of the Year.